Okay, we've got a good one, a classic, the best kind of transmutation spell. Disintegrate!
It's so sad Steve Jobs died of ligma.
Who the hell is Steve Jobs?
Ligma balls.
No, it's not really transmuting anything. I guess you're making it dust. Does dust count as transmuting? 6th level transmutation, casting time of 1 action, range of 60 feet, components verbal somatic material, a lodestone, and a pinch of dust. Duration, instantaneous. A thin green ray springs from your pointing finger to a target that you can see within range. The target can be a creature, an object, or a creation of magical force, such as the wall created by Wall of Force. A creature targeted by this spell must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the target takes 10d6 plus 40. Flat damage number there. Force damage. If this damage reduces the target to 0 hit points, it is disintegrated. Better have had Death Ward. Wait, would this go through Death Ward? Because it doesn't say it just kills you or you die, it disintegrates you. I'll let you debate that in the comments. Disintegrated creature and everything it is wearing and carrying except magic items are reduced to a pile of fine gray dust. The creature can be restored to life only by means of a true resurrection or a wish spell. The spell automatically disintegrates a large or smaller non-magical object or creation of magical force. The target is a huge or larger object or creation of force. The spell disintegrates a 10-foot cube portion of it. A magic item is unaffected by this spell. At higher levels, when you cast this spell using a spell slot of 7th level or higher, the damage increases by 3d6 for each slot level above 6th. You heard of Steve Jobs? It's a little funny that dust is one of the material components. Lodestone, that goes back to some just real-life transmutation, alchemy stuff. 60-foot range? Decent. Not 30, so still a good ways away, but not like 150 with Fireball. The flat damage, however, adds to this reliability tremendously, and it's 10d6, so at minimum, at base level casting, you are doing 50 force damage. And force damage, there are very few things that have resistance or immunity to force. Not to mention if reduced to 0, that thing ain't coming back, or at least is gonna be very difficult to come back. Disintegrating non-magical items and the body. I mean, if you really want to hurt your players, a villain pulling out Disintegrate, it's a classic Beholder Ray, isn't it, as well? To any of those who know, R.I.P. Henderson. Terrifying, just because you can't resurrect them and there's not even death saves. They're just down. Not down, they're gone. If their health is entirely drained. And 6th level to have that capability where Power Word Kill is 9th? Power Word Kill has the range of 100 health, but you also have to know if the creature is already under 100. And it is instantaneous, which is great. The thing with Disintegrate though, 6th level and still having the ability to just entirely knock one person out in an action? I mean, if we're thinking of the scales of play, when you'd have your players or enemies bump up or have Disintegrate, it's normally at higher levels where they'll have more than 50 health. But in a player or a villain's hands who's not hitting necessarily one of them or on even play, like a Beholder against a low-level party, Disintegrate's a one-way ticket. Also the fact that this disintegrates a 10-foot cube portion of matter, really, if it's not hitting a creature, which weirdly makes this not the best, but a good excavation spell. Though I do also have to question whether what this does to fort walls, because some walls and structures have health. Does this just straight up ignore the health, or does it disintegrate that 10-foot chunk if it goes through the health? I'm going to guess it just gets rid of it, which a good use of it might be able to target support beams. I mean, think about it, 10-foot chunk, cause a roof to collapse on someone. I mean, likely the direct damage trade, even if it doesn't disintegrate them, is probably better. It actually scales pretty decently at higher levels. I would have thought that the range, that space that it disintegrates would also increase. It doesn't, just the damage. But 3d6 per an additional level isn't that bad. You know, by 9th level, you're casting 19d6 plus 40. Again, the flat 40 damage, minimum 50 at base level. Not bad. Instantaneous, 1 action, 60 feet. 6th level spell hurts it a little, but I mean, for what it does, the flat damage. 8 out of 10. The area removal of a 10-foot area still saves magic items, entirely knocks something out if it goes to 0. And the flat even though it's 6th level, the 6th level hurts me a little. Kind of wish it was 5th, but I know why it's 6th is because of it's the flat damage. Flat damage adds so much to it in value.